political campaign. Well, in a lot of countries, you can't do that anymore because the state now controls the media. The state censors the internet. Brazil just banned Twitter because Elon Musk refused to censor user speech. Kamala Harris says that Musk better behave himself or he will, quote, lose his
privileges and it should be taken down. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
She thinks, and the Democratic establishment thinks, that free speech is a privilege. Well, you know and I know that it's a right. And if Kamala Harris is elected, the powers behind her will quash that right. They're already halfway there. It will be too late by 2028.
Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Soul for Blade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. Alright, so I believe this is the third episode of this Let's Play series where we're basically taking, formerly the Isle of Mallorca here, and we've turned it into the Duchy of Camelot. Our current ruler is still of Visigothic descent. He was Catholic, which is our ultimate goal, is that we will be Catholic, but we have temporarily had to change our religion to avoid having our holdings forcibly removed by our emperor. At some point, we're going to need to build up the strength to break away from the Byzantine Empire, because we are going to want to be Catholic. And the purpose also is to turn this Duchy of Camelot into the petty kingdom of Camelot, which means we're going to need to be independent at some point. And we're also going for a culture that is primarily Welsh. We have already laid the groundwork with our children to have most of our family Welsh. Currently, we have our youngest son studying heritage with our wife to ensure that he as well is Welsh. And going forward, I guess that's step one, is just making sure that the family is properly Welsh. But then we're currently in the process of laying the groundwork to build up the money and after, well, money is, I guess, step 0.5, right? Once we have a solid monetary foundation, then we can lay the groundworks of taking that money and then turning it into a solid foundation of levies. And once we have the solid foundation of levies, we can then break away and eventually accomplish our first goal, which is to become the petty kingdom of Camelot. And from there, we'll create a new goal and see what we're going to do going forward after that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and unpause, and let's get this show underway, shall we? Alright, the conversion of Pannonia. The tribes of Pannonia have been converted to the Catholic faith. A group of priests sent by the Pope of the papacy have performed a great ritual during which they have converted the entire population of Pannonia alongside King Slimer II and many of his vassals. With this act, the people of Pannonia have once and for all forsaken their old pagan gods. Interesting. That would be here. Alright, Alright, castle walls have been built. So let's go ahead and see how our holdings are currently doing. So we currently have a max, well, as max as our tech will allow us, Castle Town, and max as our tech will allow us, Castle Walls. These are the two buildings inside of a castle that add extra income. The rest of these don't really do anything for income. However, the majority of them will do something for giving you more troops. I'm not so concerned with the troops aspect right now. I'm more concerned with income generation at this point. So we're going to ignore these for now. We're going to check on our other holding. And same situation. We're maxed out on income generating buildings. So now, any money going forward, we're probably going to want to utilize to build a new holding. And that will more than likely be this holding here. Why here? Because there is already a temple and a city. So because there is already a temple and a city, I will be able to build another castle barony. Where here, there is a lack of a temple. And so I will not be able to build a castle barony here because the game requires that you build a city and temple before you can have another castle barony inside of the county. The temple is not completely useless for generating money because vassals provide income to their liege. So the city provides income to this castle, and this temple would also provide income to this castle. So eventually we will certainly build it, and it will help with the purposes of generating more cash. But ultimately, having another castle first is more lucrative because instead of getting a percentage of a vassal's income, you get the entirety of the income of the castle, minus what I have to send off to my liege. So I am a vassal myself, so he gets a share of my holdings. Anyway, moving along. Iconoclast faith triumphant. The adherents of the Orthodox faith have steadily dwindled to the point where Iconoclast believes they are in the majority. Their new state of affairs has reduced the Orthodox faith to a de facto heresy. All former Orthodox holy orders are now Iconoclast. Worrying reports have reached you regarding your marshal, Dmitri. It seems he's been using your soldiers to extort money. He does have a randomly large amount of money for a lowborn. He has forfeited his office, giving the following effect. Local row, local tax modifier, abuse of office. Dimitri is no longer prostrator, lose 50 gold, or 50 prestige, sorry, or I'll deal with this later. Turn to blind eye. I still get the same general things here. Unfortunately, I don't have the option to throw him in jail. And I do want to throw him in jail because I can then banish him and I can claim all of this money for myself. So my don't I have the greedy trait? I don't have the greedy trait, but I guess my greedy trait in real life is showing right now is that I want to get a hold of that money that he stole. Not sure how to deal with this. He is not. He's definitely an adequate marshal. But who else do I have to fulfill the role? I have a son-in-law who would be nearly up to the task. He's not really far off, and that son-in-law likes me more than this current individual. I think that's in my mind, it's making a lot of sense that I should probably utilize the son-in-law, who I thought was my court tutor. Why doesn't it say that? Alright, he has forfeited his office. I am going to be able to imprison him. Excellent. He managed to flee the court. Son of a gun. He got away with my gold. Alright, in the meantime, my son-in-law can become my new marshal. Huh. I really thought I made him the court tutor. Let's, Am I blind? Plot, request counsel, place support, request... Oh! Oh, right. Iconoclast is now accepted as the primary. He is Iconoclast. I am Iconoclast. I was so used to seeing the Iconoclast symbol here in the red that I just was assuming that he was Orthodox. Orthodox is now going to show in the red, and Iconoclast is going to show in this color because it's normal now. So now, yeah, we're already the same faith. So I was looking to have him change his faith. Anyway, I am curious about what's going on with my court tutor. We have a brave and diligent guy here who's the current court tutor, and he's got a ton of kids. Okay, so we'll leave him be. That's fine. Huh. You escaped with my money, you bastard. Oh well. These things happen. Pause. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have a new marshal, which probably means that my marshal is not exactly doing what I want him to do. I want him to be training troops. So let's get him on that. Everyone else doing what they're supposed to be? Yeah, I think so. Damn. A ton of people have been imprisoned. A son was born to my son-in-law and my heir-to-be. Tristram. Yeah, executed just a few people there. Oh, here we go. This zealous guy again is up to no good. I could let it slide, or I could demand reconversion. I'm going to end up with a malice hit, because he's going to refuse my demand, as he did last time. But I feel it's the proper thing to do. And shall close my ears to the spoutings of the local heretics and pray for their imminent eradication. Your faithful... He converted this time. Well, I'll be damned. That should have improved my council. Yeah, all of my council likes me now. We've come a long way since I originally converted over and everyone hated me. I don't have a good opinion of my liege right now. He's evidently done some tyrannical things. How is my youngest son coming along? He is iconoclast at least. Actually, how is... I do have a slight problem here with some of my kids not being iconoclast. The majority are. He's not fixing to inherit. However, it would be good if he would convert. I don't think it's going to do anything to help the situation with this. Well, they're young enough that I can fix that. I'll send my son here a gift. And then I'll demand conversion. Was that in time? Not quite. What are we gonna name you? How about Lancelot? You know what? No, we'll just leave him Catholic because that's eventually what we want him to be. Maybe that'll be useful in the future. That some of my family there is already Catholic. Really? How did that happen? He was 60 years old. Oh, evidently he was... fairly older. I have a genius grandson. He's unfortunately sickly, but he is a genius no less. So we've got our first genius in the family, I think. All right. Who can we find for you? A tribal kinslayer, huh? But he is a genius. And he is younger. How old am... Though he's a chief, he's not going to take a matrilineal marriage now that I'm thinking about it, so it doesn't matter. Is there any... misspelling it? G-E-N... What's that G-E-N showing up for? It's not patient. It's not content. Gray? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Huh. Not sure what the filter's doing there, but alright. Men. Gender are married? No. Ruler? No. Diplomatic range? Yes. Search all. Sort by Marshall. Good Marshall score, but that's it. Alright, let's check for any geniuses here. There's a few. This one's on the older side. That's particularly good stewardship. I really doubt he would go for this. Yeah. We've got a boy here who's not going to grow up for another 8 years. By that time, I'm going to be out of my childbearing years. It's pretty decent chancellorship. Bit low on the marshal for my liking. Yeah. $15 Catholic. You're not too bad. Betrothal. You will take it. She'd actually gain prestige for once. So there's no prestige loss. Whoever this guy is, he's noble enough that he's not going to cause me a huge gap in prestige. He's 15, so he's young, right? He's going to be more than likely getting better than he is now, and he's pretty decent as he is now. So 1 year he becomes 16. He should help us generate some more kids. I'm gonna go with him. Let's go for it. Did he grow up already? Okay, that was quickly. Did he get any better, really? I don't remember him having a stat under 10. A dutiful cleric is not exactly the greatest stat he could have matured into. But he is brave and kind, so... And he's a genius, and he's got okay stats across the board. So be it. However, I do have a martial situation, don't I? And I do have another 21 skill martial available, so he can take over the job where my son-in-law left off. Alright, what do we got here? Struggle. Quick. Nice. Struggle for Merlin. I'm gonna train him personally. I'm already diligent, though. Hmm. So this would get me some prestige. The reason you would do this is so that you could get the trait, the diligent trait. But I already have the diligent trait. Though, I feel like my dog should be trained by me, regardless. So I'm still going to train him personally. $644. Camelot gets economic innovation until 26 December 803. It's 5 years basically. Technology spread, economy, prosperity of the county increases slightly. Yep. All good. Bishop Adrianos made me promise I would bury him properly and I keep my promises. I went beside his coffin to Bishop Adrianos' last rest, and the wailing of the mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. Evidently he did. So I'm going to get some diplomacy for 5 years or so. Okay. However, that does mean I have a council position to fill. Hello. Court physician. Iconoclast. He wants to be married. He's a genius. Well, let's throw him in here. And, can we solve your desire for a marriage? Do we have any girls in our court? We do. She is still of childbearing years. Excellent. He's a genius, so they can make babies. Having more possible geniuses in the court is always a good thing. Training your trusty hot dog. You find that the combination of daily physical exercise and fresh air are doing wonders for your health and constitution. Faithful catch. I gain 1 health. Excellent. Okay, my liege, the people of Constantinople had progressed upon our work. So we basically stole some technology. And our prosperity has increased in our capital. Sadly, our chancellor, I believe, has just passed on. So we'll have to replace him. So the only one here in culture I can advance is Majesty. Is Majesty something I want to be worried about? Monthly piety and prestige, short reign years, these are all good things. However, legalism is typically what you want to go for, right? Unlocks high centralization, late feudal religion, regulated inheritance. Yes, we want the higher centralization, which will give us even more domain size. So we'll increase that. The reason this popped up is because we can do whatever we want in an economy right now. Like I said last time, we want to be doing researches that are going to unlock the next castle town, and that would be castle infrastructure. If we went with improved keeps again, it would be nothing of great consequence. So castle infrastructure it is. And over here, we want to rush military organization, as that's going to allow us retinues sooner than later. Retinues are pretty powerful, and also the other good thing about military organization is the organization itself and the morale of armies is really very powerful. It is an important factor in fights. Sure, all of the rest of these are important-ish things for fights, don't get me wrong, but not like military organization is. This one is just leaps and bounds more important than these techs here. One could argue that investing in some siege equipment would be nice, as you're going to be doing a fair number of sieges. Sieges do take a long time, so having some extra tech in siege might be more useful, but honestly, military organization is probably where you should always put any of your military technology in the game. This particular spot is maybe the most powerful of all of the techs in the entirety of all of the trees. So, with that being said, we're investing in military organization. Just curiosity, how far are we off of being able to raise our own little retinue on our island? We're up to 60 points now, which it's getting us closer. Being Welsh, well, he's not Welsh yet, but there's going to be a Welsh retinue. We're going to want to have the Welsh longbowmen are pretty good, really good actually, if you have the proper Welsh commander with them. We're not quite, well, he's not Welsh, so I don't think it's not going to appear here for him. So it doesn't matter anyway, because we're not quite there yet. We're getting closer to being able to have our first retinue. Pretty close, but not quite. During the transfer of power, Lurivicho Pendragon lost their tongue of unbeliever. Transfer of power? Huh? What's going on here? Lost their tongue of the unbeliever? What transfer of power? I'm confused. Steward. Can we import somebody better? Married any? Men, yes. Diplomatic range, yes. Search all. Sort by stewardship. As is typically the case, we have a lot of Jewish individuals with high stewardship. Okay, here we have a person who wants to be married even, is of the Catholic faith. We're going to invite him to court. Transfer of power, and I lost my tongue of the unbeliever. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm still a little bit confused by that. Okay, my new steward is administering the realm. Yeah, that is kind of what I wanted him to do. However, we are going to send him a gift, and then we're going to work on his marriage wish. I don't think we have anyone around to marry him to. We do? Okay, well, that works for us. Okay, so sent gift, fulfilled marriage wish. I don't think we're quite high enough yet to pull off the demand. We might be able to give him an honorary title. Sure, you could be master of the hunt. And he still might not be high enough yet. Okay, our final child is now Welsh again. Ah, we got him just high enough. We go ahead and demand the religious conversion. And our council is good to go. You just don't quite like me because I'm a foreigner, evidently. No, that's fair. I lost my tongue of the unbeliever in a transfer of power. What transfer of power? County of Minorca, County of Camelot, Duchy. Nothing has transferred. Anyway, that's CK2. CK2 will ever now and then throw a message at you that confuses you. Sometimes you could figure it out. Sometimes you're just left a little baffled. Good news, my lord. We received a credible report of recent sightings of the Great White Stag. Okay, saddle my horse. Was I always Hippados? And what is Hippados? Am I on my liege's court now? No, I don't think so. I think Hippados is just an honorary title. Recognizing virtues and talents that others possess is truly a virtue. I am truly blessed by having a steward that truly knows how to govern a realm. Excellent. Good job, Mr. Steward. Okay. My liege's council is discontent. He appears to be the same liege I had before. Doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he's got the same tyrannical... Why is the council discontent? Yeah, I don't know. Discontent usually happens when you're transferring power because of a death. Nobody has died in the Byzantine Empire, so why would the council have gone discontent? Okay. I have a daughter here, or no, this is granddaughter? Yeah. Let's get Gwenna for training. New grandson. Not showing genius yet. What should we call you? Gawain. Wait, no, yeah. What, huh? Hold on. Heritage is what I sent him to learn, not religion. Focusing on assimilating Welsh culture and the Catholic faith. Alright, well, it is what it is. Excellent. Wait, no, it's only a 20% chance I'm going to gain Brawny. And I didn't get it. I'm still not out of the prestige hole. Tristram here might end up being my heir. We'll see. Depends on how much longer I live. Viking Age has started. That's unfortunate. We don't exactly have a lot of power to deal with Viking incursions right now. However, we do have enough wealth to build our castle. So let's get it going. Sometimes naming can be difficult. How about... Percival. Camelot gets new roads, giving the following effect: local build cost modifier -15. Yeah, this couldn't have popped up. I don't know. Before I started building the castle, it would have made the castle construction a fair bit cheaper. Alright, what do we got here? Galahad, grandson, struggle. November 801. A little more than a year yet. I am content. Who am I helping? A random courtier, Catholic Anglo-Saxon courtier who's a commander. Okay. Willful and rowdy. Excellent. Oh, and you're an idolizer? Damn it. Aquitaine has broken from West Francia. That's interesting. And we just had some more French stuff going on. West Francia became East Francia, and Asturias has now broken away. At least part of Asturias has. My liege's council is still mysteriously discontent. saddle my horse. While passing judgment on criminals from the safety of your throne a young noble has brought before you, you quickly come to the conclusion that the man is indeed guilty. Condemning him might not be the wisest choice, as he is of noble birth. If you were to pardon the man, he might prove himself useful to you, as he would be in your debt. Well, this would get me out of my prestige hole I've been in forever. Being of noble mirth means nothing. To the dungeon with him. This time it will not escape me. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but you're forced to return empty-handed. You are sure that no one is impressed by your failed adventure. It's my own failure. Back to the prestige hole, because I'm not going to take the chance that I could get arbitrary. Or I would straight out get arbitrary. Not a skill, not a trait I want. Alright, Christopher needs to begin his struggles. Castle Holding has finished its construction. Very good. It looks like the Umayyad revolt has ended. Slightly concerning, as the Asturian revolt is still underway. I foresee Asturia losing lands to the Umayyads shortly. Good, another revolt has broken out for the Umayyads. what do we got going on here? A message about invite plot has been received from... I do believe this is my wife. No, it's my daughter. Would like you to back our plot to kill my court chaplain and court physician. Why do you not like the good doctor? What exactly has he done to you to make this situation happen? No. Leave the good doctor be, daughter. In fact, do I know about... No, I don't know about the plot. Even though I've been asked about the plot. Saddle my horse. Let's go find that mysterious white deer. Join his vile heresy. And you are just a random courtier? A peasant leader who arrived here at some point for some reason? Demand reconversion. But I must follow my heart and mind. The Catholic faith rings true in a way that Iconoclast Creed does not. I will pray for your salvation. There will be consequences, good sir. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've checked my laws lately. I've been alive for a while. Certainly, there are some laws that I can change. And there are. I'm not even at medium centralization. Not that it matters. I have plenty of room to grow. Maybe changing to religious control mandate would be more useful at this point in time. Right, religious imprisonment. You are plotting to kill. It's time to end that plot. Search my court. Now that I have enacted Considered tyrannical. Interesting. Another 20% chance at Brawny. And I didn't get it. You're forgiven, daughter. Just don't kill our doctor, would you please? Alright, do we have enough gold for the next castle town? No. 284. We're getting close. Oh, Flamula. She might fancy me, huh? She seems a little depressed. Yeah, I don't think this is appropriate. Tristram. He may possibly become the future heir. We might bypass his mother altogether. Alright, we should have enough money for the castle town here. So let's get that building. Looks like we're having a successful holy war. Oh, okay. It's not against the Abbasids, it's against whoever these guys are. Wonder if they're getting help from the Abbasids. They are. Somebody's conspiring to kill my son Uther, you say? That's a shame. Uther's not going to go into hiding. He's just going to go about his normal life. Quick, curious, indolent, and willful. Curious can turn into shrewd, though willful would be far better to turn into brave and or ambitious. We're going with the martial education. Oh. You have a twin, don't you? Yes, you do. She's not looking too bad, actually. How about Mordred? Saddle my horse. Uh-oh. I'm infirm. Alright, it might be time to totally consider my options. Oh, well, I have a young lady who needs to be married. Though she's okay-ish. I don't think she's good enough to replace my current heir at this point in time, though she is younger, and there is a benefit to having a younger character. If I would be replacing, it would either be with Mary, Merlin, or... Hold it? Mordred is a genius as well. Oh, nice. Okay. Or Tristram. Mordred is a little too young. Slow, huh? Percival is slow? Great. Wonder how that happened. What family is Percival part of? I'll have to check in on that. Yeah, I don't think the kids... They're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good, but I don't think they're good enough yet to warrant Victoria being deposed from her place in the inheritance line here. So we're gonna leave her be for now, and maybe I will live long enough that I'll see some of those kids. And Asturias has gone more Umayyad. Great. We've got room for a commander, you say? Wonder why that would be. Zealous and brave. And genius. I'll let my son-in-law be a commander. Can I get brawny this time around? No. Certainly you can outlive your wife. I have faith in you. Lots of people being imprisoned. Alright, we got 116 gold. Is that to do enough to do anything in our new barony? It is. We could build castle walls. What about the castle town? It's a matter of money. I think we wait to have the 142 for the castle town. What the heck does my emperor want? To appoint me to the council? Maybe you haven't noticed, but I'm a little infirm in my old age. I'm gonna die on my trip to Constantinople to be steward. Now that I'm on the council, I can nominate somebody, hey? Who is the current... We'll wait till we know who to nominate. Wow, we're winning that holy war. My liege, after being convinced by the court chaplain from another county, I've decided to convert to the iconoclast faith. Good. Which actually has me wondering, what is my current... Oh, he's hunting apostates. Yeah, we don't want that. We can't have you advancing culture yet. Well... Yeah, let's do culture. Is no longer Mysticos. What happened to Old Tellurg? I wish I could click on these. Did he die of old age? Married any gender man, diplomatic range, search all. Sort by intrigue. Let's go all the way to the top. Hello. Actually, yes. You. Invite to court. I just remembered I have a member in my family that needs to be married, and you look like a good candidate. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yep, that's not gonna work, is it? But you're still gonna be a decent, send gift. Master of Horse. Actually, hold off a bit before we assign you. Have these three split off? They have split off. So there is a plague over here. I bet that's what happened to my last spy master. What is the plague? Slow fever. Alright, well, we need to assign you anyway, so you're just gonna have to hope you don't catch the slow fever. Where are you here? Yeah. Study technology in Thrake. Has pretty much the same technology really as Constantinople, but because it's not my liege, it won't hurt me as much if he's discovered. And who am I supposed to be supporting here? Basilius Zenibos is supporting Prince Andronikos. This guy. What do you want? By favor. I offer you 280 gold, and in return you will owe me a favor. That's certainly tempting. I think my current kids are old enough I don't have to worry about you. But what about my grandkids? I'm worried he could turn this favor into a demand to shift one of my grandkids into Greek. But that is a good chunk of gold, and hard to pass up. Stronger likelihood is he uses the favor for purposes of me being on the council, and he wants to change some sort of law, which I'm fine with. I don't care about the Byzantine laws because I don't plan to stay part of the Byzantine Empire. So whatever laws are on the books in the Byzantine Empire matter not to me, so sure. Shit. Well, of the kids to be toodled, this is one that probably didn't really matter, so I guess it's worked out. So now that I have this extra money, let's put it to good use. We could either go over here and increase. Okay, the tech has not so I have the tech for the Castle Town 3 here, but I don't have it here. So the tech needs to migrate. But I will be able to start working on this holding, so let's do that. Alright, I have a daughter that needs to be married, or not, a granddaughter that needs to be married. Actually, there is a young lady in court who needs to be married. Alright, we're searching for married, no. Ruler, no. Diplomatic range, yes. Gender, male. Sort by martial skill. Look at these eunuchs here. It's just sad. Welsh. Genius. Range betrothal. To Anne. You won't take the matrilineal. Okay. Too bad. You'll take it. I won't have to actually bribe you to come to the court. Right. She's not really currently in the line of succession in my mind, but she might have kids that could turn into something decent now that she's married to a genius. Excellent. I have an arbitrary steward, you say? I do. He's over in the slow fever area, right? Can we... Not quite. Uh-oh. For your headache, he handed me a cup of what looks like hot water with red flakes in it and told you to drink it slowly. I'm not sure it did anything. How are these kids of mine faring? Or my grandkids, I should say. wanted to see why Percival's dumb. Let's find Percival, see what happened with him. What? Why does she have a... Who is this person? Who's their parents? A bastard. The bastard in the family. Okay. Anyway, Percival is here. And he's the product of the interesting pairing of couplage here. So I guess that might make some sense. Pause. Cramps. You got minor treatment. Wayne. You're one of Victoria's kids. Headache's gone away. I've lost the trait humble. I've been invited to a plot. Prince Andronikos of the Byzant. Why would I do that? Isn't he? He's the heir to the empire. He's a sturdy homosexual lad that's slightly paranoid, but he's just. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Old Percival the Slow. Galahad. Rowdy, playful, willful. Rowdy and willful are a good combination. Okay, castle town has been built. Let's get the castle walls up. Support me by voting with me in the council. If you agree to do this for me, I will henceforth owe you a favor. You're a Catholic Dalmatian. Not sure how you're on the council. Okay, you're a merchant republic. Gonna decline. Now known as the Pious. All right. Got a son that has come of age. He's okay. Might be able to serve as a steward at some point. Let's see if we can get him married to someone decent. Club-footed genius. Do I want to add club-footed to my dynasty's DNA? I'm kind of more interested in marrying for a possible title with this particular marriage, seeing as he's a male. It might be a chance to extend my dynasty elsewhere. I think this is the most... Well, she's awfully young, though. Anybody set to inherit? Heir to a barony of Montpelier. She's a little older. Just a barony, though. But a barony is better than nothing, I suppose. A chiefdom. Chiefdom. Although that's an Irish chiefdom. That's... Oh, she's a little old. She's too old. She probably won't even inherit. Alright, Arthur here is not a character of consequence. This young lady, and I do mean young lady, is a guaranteed countess. She guaranteed owns a county. And she is possible heir to another barony. So that's 2 titles that their progeny, which will be my dynasty, because the male will take priority here, because it won't be a matrilineal marriage, will then control. So Pendragons will own a few more holdings out in the world. Not holdings that really matter to me, but holdings that'll have the Pendragon name. So we're going to do with that. That's providing that she doesn't die in the next 15 years. Or hold on to her title in the next 15 years. Something could happen to her that could cause her to lose her title. castle walls have been built. Next. Back to the castle town. My wife is still hanging in there. The old goat. My heir at this point is in her mid-30s already. It's a little older than I want an heir to be. These kids can't grow up fast enough. Oh, he's rowdy. Ooh. Fussy isn't horrible. Rowdy's good. And Mary and Merlin are close to becoming of age here. And I might be able to see how well they're going to turn out. Merlin is sturdy. That's interesting, though he's stubborn. But he has decent stats on the lower end already. Just doesn't have the diplomacy. Curious could turn into shrewd. Merlin might turn into someone alright. Mary is brave and honest. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the twins turn out. Hopefully I'll live long enough to see it. Somebody died, huh? My chancellor died. My son-in-law would be adequate. I'm not exactly a fan of adequate, though. Married any in prison? No. Ruler? No. Search all. Sort by diplomacy. You're heir to the barony, huh? Alright, we'll invite you to court. What just happened? Evidently my spy master died. It's fine if you're performing statecraft. You are unmarried. That is interesting, actually. Let's see if we can't send you a gift. Demand religious conversion, please. Good. Anybody local? We have a mayor that would be okay. Aha, here's what's going. Skull is incapable. He was my... He was my spy master. He's gonna get over this flu he's got. We're gonna stick with him. Show our loyalty, if you will. We'll get him back over here, studying tech. Excellent. Skull is no longer... Did he die? He must have died. Alright, can we import someone? Married any, imprison any. Okay, so sort by... A greedy and arbitrary spy master, huh? This guy's iconoclast. He's patient. Heir to the House of Ducas Cometros. So he's part of a merchant republic. Got any local marriages that need to be done? We have a 17-year-old courtier that needs to be married. Humble, diligent, charitable. Why are you in my court? guess we'll let you keep your dynasty. What's this about? You are my court tutor. What are you plotting against? Kill who? Not sure why you dislike this lady. And the plot, please. I will decline. Saddle my horse. Being a council member is a powerful and almost intimidating feeling. The authority, the impact of the decisions across the realm. Inside the circle of trust, so close to this unreal amount of money, one wonders if some of the gold were to disappear, would anyone even notice? I could take some, I deserve it. 12 gold? No, it's not right. If I'm gonna steal from the Byzantine Empire, I would think I would be stealing, I don't know, something upwards of a decent sum. 12 gold is a pittance. Okay, what am I thinking about? Oh, I'm thinking about how are the other possible heirs faring right now. Eleven, 7, 7, 7, 10, 9, 11, 12, 14, 10, 10. You're affectionate, rowdy, and fussy. Kind, content, and trusting. It's between Merry, Merlin, and Tristram. Hopefully Merry and Merlin grow up sooner than later, before I die. Which family is Merry and Merlin part of? Elizabeth's? Yeah. Well, this will be the 5th attempt at Brawny. Still did not get it. Okay, they've grown up. $11, $16, $7, $9, $10. Not really. $6, $14, $13, $16. Kind of. Not that impressive either. You are sturdy. Alright, it's time to make a choice. Now that we've gotten where we are. Okay, Merlin's a male, so straight up that's going to give him a certain boost, if you will. Tristram is 10, 10, 10 here. That's very interesting. Merlin is sadly cynical and stubborn. I think we have to go with Tristram. Comparing Merlin to Victoria, he's worse in martial by 5 points. He's worse in diplomacy by 5 points, so that's 10 points negative. Then he makes up an additional 4 points in stewardship, so now we're at -6. He makes up intrigue, which intrigue is not really a stat I care that much about. But now they're even, and he is a good 7 points better in learning, which does make him 7 points better across the board than Victoria, and he's 16. So he's definitely preferable than Victoria, I think. The question is Merlin better than Tristram in the long run? And I don't think he's going to be. Currently Tristram is 10, 20, 30, and 14 is 44 as a child. Merlin is 10, 20, 30, 40, 49, 52, 56, 62. Which 62 is pretty good as a character, actually. But again, a lot of that is intrigue, which I don't care so much about. We're gonna make Tristram the heir. It's time to make a choice, and the choice has been made. Is there a better educator I could have you working with? In our court right now. Married any ruler, diplomatic range, joint court. Diligent and brave. He's still kind of the best guy for the job unless I bring somebody else in. Brave, diligent, quick. Oh, this guy's never going to come to my court though. Brave, diligent, quick. Again, never going to come to my court. Brave and diligent. Patient, diligent, brave. She's married. Sadly. However, you have been brought here specifically to raise my air. Don't let me down. Actually, I should be able to have you convert now. And who are you? And what do you want? You are my courtier wanting to kill a pendragon. You're iconoclast. I should throw you in jail, but I'm just going to have you on the plot. Trying to kill a pendragon. What are you thinking? Excellent. Groomed, brave, diligent, gregarious, patient. This is an excellent character. She even looks nice. That's a nice portrait. What do we got going here? A point counselor has been received. Thought I already was, but okay. We'll wait on who we are going to recommend. Castle Town has been built. Pause game. Let's work on Castle Walls. Whoa, what just happened? The usurper has usurped the title Byzantine Empire from Count. That guy didn't last very long. My dog died. I'll bury him quietly in the castle garden. And you're going to make me steward as well. Okay. Okay, we know who we're supposed to go for. It's Strategios Iones. This guy here. Sorry, I decline. I decline. Orthodox, huh? Demand reconversion. An orc gets new roads, local build cost modifier. Okay. Arthur Pendragon is known as the Red Cheeks. Known as Red Cheeks. Okay. Sure. Red Cheeks it is. I decline. Why am I a malcontent? I don't want to be a malcontent. I want to be a loyalist. Supports different airs. I do? Count Artimos? This guy, who had one hell of a martial score. Not idolizer. Damn it. Let's go pious. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I have some marriages to work out, don't I? Yeah, Mary needs to be getting married to somebody, and so does Merlin. Oh, and I've got a couple of additional females in the... Not a bad character. Alright, let's do it. Here, have a gift. You can be master of horse. How's that? He's still not a big fan of me. Well, I'll just have to work through these issues. Do I have a crappy commander? I do have a crappy commander. This new young guy here will be a new commander in the army. And Merlin. We need to find him a good match. Club-footed girl again. I like her for you. No, we're not going matrilineal. They should generate some pretty amazing kids. You know, let's do it. I think I must decline, and I must decline. I think we gotta go with your strengths, young one. Lancelot, huh? Lancelot's gonna be the great learned individual of our family. She's known as the Twitchy. Commander position is open. Merlin can be a commander of Camelot. Uncouth, huh? And the plot. I think it's time to just start auto-ending plots. Excellent. Good to hear. Good. Oh, I finished building the whatchamacallit. I don't have the money yet. I will soon. Execute imprison interaction vote. I voted against it, huh? If I'm a loyalist, shouldn't I be supporting my emperor? A loyalist counselor will generally be a faithful servant to the ruler. They will support their liege in all actions except those that will generally decrease their own power. And I'm not supporting my emperor's execution plans. No, she's lustful? Man, this is a good character. Well, that's unfortunate. Gain the trait humble. Alright, I'm gonna be humble again. I lost that trait at some point. It's probably time to build that last castle down. Betrothed can marry. She's craven and stubborn. Well, they're both stubborn. Didn't really turn out as well as I would have liked her to. But she has the genius trait, so there's that. Maybe I should be starting to search for your future wife. Or maybe we wait. No! Are you kidding me right now? Uncouth and frail. Ah, yeah. How? Just how? Damn it, game. Merlin or Mary? Who did I give better spouse to? Family, Elizabeth. Mary is married to this guy who's solid, young, not bad. Mary herself is a little lacking. Merlin, on the other hand, best described as solid. And his wife isn't as bad as I originally thought she was, actually. Her lowest skill is intrigue, and again, I don't care about intrigue so much. She's got 15 learning, she's got 12 stewardship, she's got 14 diplomacy. Sadly, the martial skill is a little lower than I would like it to be at 9, but, you know, 9 is the same as 8. It's not as good as 10, but 10 is the same as 11, right? Ultimately, what this is, in my mind, is 7, 4, 6. Because you have to think 7, 4, 6, 3, and 8. Because half the stats is what applies. Merlin it is. Bedivere. So this was my original heir, who was disinherited because he became homosexual. Here's Percival. He's trying to get over the fact that he's a little slow. Do I have any family members who currently are not married? Evidently I do. Elizabeth is not married. Guinevere's not married. Galahad's not married. Christopher's not married. Alright. This is the other Pendragon clan. She can marry Chancellor here, matrilineally. And let's find those kids. So, Christopher, you're a little dull and a little arbitrary. Let's see what we can do for you. Heir to a county. It's the best I've seen so far. Heir to a chiefdom. Heir to a chiefdom, you probably won't inherit. And again, you probably won't inherit. somewhere up towards the top was the heir to the county. It's the best we're going to be able to do for this guy. How old are you? 33. May or may not work out for him. Alright, how many other Pendragons need to be wed? Galahad and Guinevere. Okay, we're gonna bring someone to court for Guinevere. So let's search by men. Married, no. And yeah, we're gonna sort by martial skill. What is the well, you're a little old. You're a little younger. Pretty impressive. What's the chances? No good. What about Elizabeth? No good. Two martial skilled men coming to court. Well, let's get them married. Guinevere, you're gonna get the better of the two, but which one would that be? You're younger, patient, and brave, but cruel and cynical. You're kind, a little older. We're gonna give you the kind one. Elizabeth. You get the cruel one. That leaves Galahad. I don't think there's any heirs for Galahad to currently marry. Women. Married, no. What do we got for geniuses in the world? 31-year-old. Well, I could possibly have kids by her. For a couple more years, maybe. She'll take it. She's an impressive character. Though she's a little old for childbearing. I think she's the best choice here. So we're gonna go with it. It's not gonna let me put her in because she's a female. Okay. And I've passed on. So be it. Okay, so Duke Merlin's reign will continue on in the next episode. This is probably a good place to put a cut and wrap up how things are going. This episode has been a little on the long side, which I'm afraid is going to happen a lot in Crusader Kings. Anyway, hopefully you're enjoying the content. If so, please smash that like button, consider subscribing. And until the next time, all, peace.